Okay. Hello, it's me again, the Archivist. Today I will be talking about Moana. It's the latest Disney film. Now, I've been hearing... We haven't had a real Disney princess for a good couple years. We had in the stead, on the TV side of things, because I'm pointing to my television set off screen here, is that the last Disney... Wait, what was the last Disney princesses, we had plural, was Frozen. That was back in 13, 14, something like that. Anyway, in the meantime, we've had TV princesses such as Sophia the First and Avalon of Avalar. Apparently, it's very easy now for people to get to Central America from Europe, apparently, within one jump cut, or whatever. One transition, there you are. Because it's a crossover thing with Sophia the First. Good idea, a little bit of a poor execution, but it's world building and whatever. So, those princesses were pretty good. They show strong independentness and other stuff which I will be working on in the future of my projects, hopefully. But all will be revealed in due time, and some of you might actually hate me, but whatever. Just I hate tropes. I so hate tropes. Anyway, I hate tropes being used too often, is the thing. It's nice to have a trope, sure, fine, whatever. But just like playing these one-note characters over and over again gets a little annoying. It's like, yes, okay, we got that. Now what else we got? I'll explain later. It's a future thing. I'm working on it. Sometime in the next 5 years. Anyway. So we finally get our first theatrical princess in the past couple of years. Moana! Now, I've read about Moana in the magazines we get at work. They have them for free and stuff. And so for a while there I thought Avalon was the next Disney princess, but she was the next TV princess, not the next theatrical Disney princess. So my mistake. So for a while there I thought it was a Latin American princess, and then they say it's going to be a Pacific Islander princess. It's like a Pacific Islander princess or Chief's daughter. That's one of the running gag. One of the jokes in there goes, "You're a princess." He goes, "No, I'm a chief's daughter." He goes, "It's the same thing, just on a bit of a smaller scale. That's it." Moana is very good. They knew they had a new bar set with Frozen, and they realized we really gotta bring it. We cannot lag anywhere in this. We gotta bring it. We gotta give it our all. And they do. CGI. Perfect. Flawless. Nothing wrong with that. The story is the princess, can they do it again, of the strong, independent female. Now, this has been going on over a decade, I'm pretty sure by now. Because Disney princesses since Mulan. No, sorry. Ariel. You know, the beginning of the Disney Renaissance, we've had the strong, independent female who's less and less dependent on a male love interest. To the Louisiana one, you know, the Frog and the Princess, that, you know, she doesn't need a man, but eventually she does fall in love. And then eventually we get to a point where there is a lead male antagonist, not antagonist, but love interest, and they're going to be married. They're not married by the end, but they're going to be married. So it becomes more and more of that until we get to this point where there is no love interest. There's not even a guy back in the village that's even interested in her that we're shown. I'm pretty sure someone might have a fancy for her somewhere in there, but we're never shown it. It's never indicated anywhere. So with Moana and Dwayne Johnson's character, I forget what his name is off the top of my head. Damn, I forget his name. But yeah, anyway, that guy, it's only buddy-buddy. there is no romantic tension. There's closeness, sure. I mean, they tell each other stuff about their pasts and their psychology, strengths and weaknesses, but it's all buddy-buddy. So them being male and female has absolutely nothing to do with the part, or anything, romantic or anything. There's nothing in there like that, and that's okay, because that's what we're given. This is your standard buddy road trip that you throw two people together and you say, "There's your journey. Now go and find harmony and friendship while on the journey." And that's it. So that dynamic works, and it works well, like it does in Home. I never expected them to fall in love. I didn't expect it. I didn't want it, and it was never there. It was just friendship, and that's okay. That works. That feels comfortable. It feels proper. That's the story you're telling us is a friendship. Considering the fact this is a Disney film, which is, for a while there you say Disney's like, there's going to be a love story, but now that's no longer the case, and that's okay. That's okay. Not every Disney film has to have a friendship, but we've evolved story by story enough to have a male and female get together and have them just be friends, and have that be okay. So, the story, stuff happens, bad stuff, which looks like it could be it could bleed over into into Kingdom Hearts, which I'm not entirely unsure that they were going to do that, because I'm not sure if they're not going to do that, because a lot of the effects look like it might be from Kingdom Hearts. It's like, I half expected the Heartless to start popping up at some point. Anyway, so then Sora's in the background. It's like, wait, I'm in the wrong place. I need to go back. Anyway, so they Moana becomes basically chief in training, where the father kind of takes a step back and says, okay, you run things for a little bit, take on a bit more responsibility, but I want to go beyond the reef. It's the overprotective parent again, which we've seen so many times, and that's just so annoying, because we know that's where the story goes, is beyond the reef. But we get a logical backstory about that, along with another logical story about that, and it makes sense. But then again, it's like you're stuck with a problem, which is what the movie leads to. You're going to be stuck with a problem, which means you have to go. But, when that point comes, what does he do? All roads lead beyond the reef, and he's all like, no, well, we'll just be here. We're in mourning anyway, so we're in no rush to really do any of that important stuff, like trying to survive or find an answer. Daughter gets answer, but then she's alone in this, and it's like, really? None of you are going to help? I know you're in mourning, yes, but shouldn't you be, moving? Okay, it's a solo quest, standard. Just go, kid. Just go. So the daughter goes. She finds, I forget, Maui. That's what it was. She finds Maui. The jerk. He's been stuck on an island for 1,000 years. And they have to return the heart or hearth. I think they call it both ways, but anyway, they go get the hearth, and they need to return it to, I think it was Gaia. Do they call it Gaia? I think it was called Gaia. Basically, the spirit of the earth or whatever. And it all explains the backstory as to why Maui stole it, why he's a jerk. And it gets into the 3-act structure, but it feels weird at certain points, like near the end. Maui leaves because he's upset because his hook gets damaged, but then he comes back in the end. It's like, was that entirely necessary? I mean, you were at that point, but then you need to see the downtroddenness. Like, I think it was more of a setup for the fact that you can't do it all in one go. You need to have setbacks in order to go through another musical, in order to have another attempt at it. Like, you couldn't have planned that out the first time, I'm guessing. I don't know, it just feels kind of weird throwing that in there. Maybe I'm just not used to ever seeing it, or it feels out of place instinctively. Either way, that's the only real narrative thing I kind of dislike. Just before the end. The ending is fantastic because it's like a bizarre twist. It's like, wait, what? Of course. It's like, where else? Like, where else would you be? You'll understand if you see it. But yeah, it's a decent twist. Because it kind of makes sense. It's like, as soon as you get it, it's like, then it all makes sense. So, really good singing. Disney still brings it with the songs. So nothing feels lacking in the song department, the CG department. Character-wise is pretty good. What they have the characters do during the plot is good. You know, everyone stays who they are. They never really get out of character, except the couple of times they do the modern jokes. You know, it feels a bit much, but they're pandering to the kids, and they know they have to pander to the kids. And they know they're dealing with a foreign, not race, but foreign culture, so they kind of have to throw those in there. And to us adults, it kind of gets it's a little bit chucky, but we're kind of too old for that. Like, we know better. It's like, yes, move along, people, move along. The kids are probably just eating it up, particularly the young teens, the 10s and 12-year-olds that are, that know what tweeting is. The jokes are okay. We understand why they're there. Character-wise, it's good. No one feels out of character. Moana brings again the strong, independent girl on the lone trip again. But it's done well and enough for that you can feel it feels validated. Her going on this trip alone feels right. How the plot is set up. She's the only really one that really wants to go beyond that reef. And for good reason. They give it. And so Disney has done it again. And they also have a song that really rivals. I mean, seriously, it just rivals Let It Go. I didn't really think they would really do it, but if anyone could, it'd be Disney. So I'm not that surprised that it exists, but still, it's a damn good song that blew me away when I first heard it. So the singing's awesome. Though again, one of the weirdest things is, now this has been in cartoons before, where they have the voice actor and the singer. It's two different people. So one voices the songs and also sings the songs in the movie, but then on the soundtrack, it's sung by a pop star, which is kind of weird, because it's two different people, And I kind of figured that when I heard the song during the Disney specials that they had, Coming to You Live, we're talking about very stuff, and the music video sung live from, such and such. So I'm like, but that's not the same voice actress, or singing actress. So that's kind of weird. So you kind of have to, so if you like the song in the movie, you have to watch out the fact that it's not the same person that it's on the CD, I believe. That's what's going to happen. Or if not, they're going to have both of them on there. I'm guessing. I have no idea how the thing's set up. But just be mindful that there are two people singing the same song. Why? I have no idea. The one singing the song in the